Good afternoon, and thank you, General. I'm honored to be here today and selected for such an award. I appreciate Carl and the other board members. Also want to thank Mr. Jerry Fogel for nominating me for this award. Growing up on a farm in central Missouri, I never ever dreamed of such an honor as bestowed on me today, and I certainly do appreciate it. Being on the same platform with a former United States Senator and a former mayor of Kansas City is more than I ever expected. I know we have other recipients here today of this same award. Colonel Roger Donlin and his wife Norma, Colonel Mike Neer. Many of you may know that Colonel Donlin was the first recipient of the Medal of Honor in Vietnam. He was the first Green Beret to also receive that same medal. Last month, we lost a great American here in Kansas City. He was an icon to the city, and that's Mr. Henry Block, who in 2017 received this same award for flying bomb missions over Germany. I also want to thank God for all the blessings He's shed on me over the years. I want to thank my lovely wife for being with me today, my daughter, who is a veteran of Afghanistan, and today is also a deputy sheriff in Johnson County. My brother and his wife, Connie, several of my longtime friends that I went to grade school and high school with are here today, and I certainly appreciate you all taking the time to be here. Jimmy Dykes, owner of Dykes Construction, Mr. Jim Farrell, CEO and president of Farrell Gas, Mr. Pat Warren, president of the Kansas City Speedway, and last but not least, Mr. Greg Kalis, who over the years is the best man I ever worked for, and he's certainly my mentor. I looked up the history of this award, and it started in 1973. Ironically, it was given to 3 POWs being held in North Vietnam, and I think it's fitting today that is being awarded to a Sante Raider, who our mission was to rescue 60 to 70 POWs held 17 miles north of Hanoi in the Sante POW camp. Unfortunately, they were out for beers, we think, that night, so they weren't home or we'd have brought them back. Ira Hayes once said, "No one ever complains about a short speech." So with that, I'm going to end. And the one thing I want to close with is one belief that this foundation is built on, and that is something that we can all be, and that is be a good neighbor. Thank you for your time. I thank the board for this award, and God bless the troops, our families, and this great country we live in. Thank you very much.